Hey guys, J-Man here. All right, the weekly X-Men talk. 3 books came out. We're going to talk about 2. XCorp number 5 came out. Stuff happened. There's a fight. Archangel's in there. I just skimmed this. I just don't care at all. Stuff happened. People got grabbed. Family. There you go. I don't like XCorp at all. It's boring. I don't care about the characters, even though Archangel is someone who I really like. And I also really like Jamie as well. And I just feel they're not doing anything. I just don't care. Don't care. But one thing I do care about is X-Men number 3 with the High Evolutionary. Oh man, I love the High Evolutionary. What a damn awesome character. I even bought the big fat, that friggin' hardcover Evolutionary War. It put all the annuals together. It's like this thick, man. It's awesome. I haven't seen High Evolutionary in a long time. Now that I'm thinking about it. I don't know. He's a cool character. His design is awesome. I think they did a figure of him, but it's a bit hard to get. I hope they do another one, like a really good, nice one. I'd even consider getting a good statue because I think he's just like such a wicked character. I really like this X-Men series. I don't like the idea that it's going to be, 12 issues and then they're going to reboot the team or whatever. Cyclops is my favorite Marvel character, so I certainly don't want him to go away. And Jean Grey's in my top 10 favorite Marvel characters, so I don't want her to go away either. You got to have Scott and Jean. And then if they want to rotate the roster, I might be okay with that. Having Rogue in there would be kind of cool too, as maybe those 3 and you could rotate. Sync is pretty cool. Actually, I'm liking the Sync character. But let's get into this shit. Look at that. Oh my God. His daughter. Oh, this is so good. He shows up with all of his like evolution. What are they called? Evolutionary guards or whatever. They're all like animals. Man, he's awesome. There's going to be, now I'm not going to spoil this one for you, but like they brought this gift here. The gift is great. It's such a high evolutionary thing to do. So I'm not going to spoil it. You guys can read this one. Let me know what your thoughts are. I like the format of this book, and I'm going to tell you why. Because you get like the cool intro. This feels like a bit of a 90s thing, and I'm a 90s. I love the 90s comics. Yes, those comics that everyone hates, but I like them. I was collecting comics in the 90s. The 80s comics that I was getting was very sporadic because like I was a little kid. I could only go to the convenience stores and pull it off the spinner rack or pull it off the shelf. It's not like the store got every issue of everything, so I would miss stuff here and there. So I would say like the more heavy duty collecting came in the 90s, where I was able to go out on my own and go to the comic shops and actually pick up stuff, and I would get like a pull list and that kind of a thing. Rogue takes a shot at High Evolutionary. Buddy, you pissed her off. You shouldn't have pissed her off. You shouldn't have pissed her off. And then there's just a big brawl, man. This is what I like to see. Like, look at this cool shit right here. Like, this is action, okay? And I know everyone's going to say, well, we want story and all that. And we're going to pretend like there wasn't storylines in these other comics. It's like, yeah, the storylines were there. Maybe they took a backseat to the action. Okay. But for me, X-Men, this is what kind of X-Men was about, which is like there's some bigger things going on, bigger picture stuff going on. But every comic had a lot of action, and there were some stakes at least, or something cool happened. You know what I mean? And I think these guys have really got it. Like this book is great. I really like this X-Men a lot. I think Hellions, this X-Men, maybe X-Force, I guess, are like my favorites. But I think this and Hellions are like the two best. I think Excalibur's not bad. I liked Excalibur. It's always been like pretty solid, but like this is the first one. This is probably the first one that I'm really excited to get. I'm like, oh man, X-Men's out today. I got to get this one. Just like a cool fight here. There's some stuff at the end, so I'm not going to spoil that. there's just a brawl basically, and then you get to like a little the way that they end this fight is so cool. I really like stuff like this where it's like something very simple happens. It's very clear. You totally understand what's going on. And it's a really neat way to resolve this without being super obvious about it. And that I'll end it off there. I'm not going to tell you anything else. There's a little bit of a thing at the end, but that's okay. See, I like this. You know, there's a little bit of a thing in the beginning. There's a scuffle. There's a battle in the middle, and then you have something else that's going to continue it on, and then it kind of leads to a bigger picture scenario. This is what I like about at least for X-Men. I'm not saying I want this for every comic book there is, and obviously some comics are different than others, and it may not suit that. But a team book where you've got heavy hitters, I want to see them hit something, right? That's the point of this. Okay, let's talk about Onslaught Revelation #1. I liked this. I liked it, but I was a little bit. I don't know. I'm not gonna spoil. I can't spoil this one, and I probably even can't really get too much into it, really, because I think a lot of people are looking forward to seeing what's going on with this. I'll say the way that Onslaught has been operating and sort of how Onslaught returned or whatever is really good. Like, I really like this idea. I thought it was effing genius. When I was reading this, I'm like, yeah, this is really cool. There's a lot going on in this one. Yeah, see, it's tough because I can't. There's a lot of good character stuff too in this one. So you need to read it. It's not like the X-Men book I just talked about where there's a lot of fighting and you're just going to read it for fun. And there's a couple of things at the end, which, I didn't really tell you. This one is sort of like you really have to read the whole thing and pay attention. And well, you should pay attention to everything in every comic. But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a little bit more going on. So it's not like a fun read like the other one was. It's a longer too. X-Men to me is like a perfect like 10 out of 10 from what I want to see in an X-Men story, which is a little bit of story, good action, some character interplay, some fun little moments. They did like a rock, paper, scissors thing at the end of that. Stuff like that really makes me feel happy. I feel like, yeah, I really got something for my money. This one's good as well. I only have a slight, I don't know if it's a problem, but like something weird not in the end, but see, I don't want to spoil it. Not the end, but something that happens sort of right before the end. I'm just thinking like, what was going on there? And I sort of understand what was happening, but it was just weird to me. It could have been handled better, and I really can't say it without spoilers. But at the very end, Nightcrawler comes up with something, which actually is kind of a neat idea. And a cool team, maybe, is going to be coming out of this, I guess, coming soon. I really like that idea for sure. So you'll have to let me know in the comments if you already read this, or you already know, or it's obvious, or this has been announced. I don't know if this was announced or not. I can't remember. I haven't gone to this month has been really tough going to the comic shop because I'm handling a lot of personal stuff that I've been trying to get through. So I might be slightly behind on the news, but I like where this is going. So we'll see how it goes. All in all, this Onslaught thing, I did like it. I felt maybe slightly disappointed because there was a lot of buildup, and I don't think the paying off was that great. The payoff wasn't really that great. So I don't know, unless I'm missing something, which could happen, right? Because I read like, I don't know how many comics a day, like a lot. I probably read, what did I read today? At least 7, right? There's the 3X books. There's like 3 or 4 DC things that came out. It's like Batman, Molly. Yeah, maybe like 8 books or something. I don't, so I'm reading a lot. So, and then not just the current stuff. Never mind my DC Comics Presents Facebook group. So I'm trying to read up on that stuff as well. Plus there's casual reading. I like going back and rereading West Coast Avengers. I'm recently rereading all my Vision and Scarlet Witch miniseries, which I just picked up. Perfect, beautiful, pristine copies, physical copies, which I'm not going to touch. And my reader copies are really beat up, so I read those, and then I don't have them all. So out of the beat up ones, I've got a few digital that I can read as well. So I have the whole thing in some way. So yeah, but yeah, let me know what your thoughts were. I know Onslaught I didn't really say much because I don't want to spoil it for you. You got to read it. Some good character stuff. Fabian Cortez, very interesting stuff with him, I thought. Lost, very cool character, kind of like Lost. She's very interesting. Those characters really were interesting in this book with their stories and everything. Nightcrawler's the friggin' best. Nightcrawler's awesome, okay? Legion is a fun character. You know, so you like him, you don't like him, whatever. Onslaught, I think they could have handled it better. Though I really thought the idea of how Onslaught was operating and how he came back was really cool. Just sort of the payoff. So I don't know, unless there's more to come and I've missed something. That's why I'm saying the ending was, or the conclusion of that was confusing to me a bit. Like I'm not really sure what happened. So unless it's going to continue on, I don't know. But I'm dumb like that sometimes, guys. You have to bear with me. Sometimes I miss something that's obvious. But okay, that's going to be it for this week, guys. I'm going to be live this Friday at 7:30 Eastern Time. We're going to talk about fan loyalty, and we've got Clobberin Times, who's going to join me. And I've got my regular panel with Steve and Sean. It's going to be the four of us talking about fan loyalty and how loyal should we be to brands. If I'm an X-Men guy, should I literally buy every X-Men book? You know, am I obligated to do that? Or should I just say, you know what? No, I'm only going to buy one or two, the ones that I like. And then does that mean you're now not loyal to the brand? What does that actually mean, right? Will you just buy anything that's called Star Wars? If the Star Wars logo is on it, I'm going to buy it. Or are you going to be like, you know what? This Star Wars sucks. I'm not supporting it. If you buy it, are you part of the problem? If you don't buy it, are you hurting the brand? We're going to discuss all that on Friday. So hope to see everybody there. Yeah, and then we'll be back on our regular stream probably on Sunday, talking about What If and comics and all that kind of stuff. But that's it for now, guys. All right, until next time.